Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the exciting, innovating, and amazing Propagandacast with me, host and Pearl Lane, the one and only master propaganda heroes like defender of the fatherland off here to a 1v1 old. You guessed it, it is Faymonville Approach in the northwest. It is MeteorHammer, the meteoric hammer that strikes the foes of the Third Reich, apparently taking on the role here of the 15th Panzergrenadier, shown with the double pioneer Kettenkrad opening. In the southeast stands the Redxwings, Redxwings, the one and only, the legend in the flesh. What type of flesh? The sources don't tell. As always, big hearty thanks to my patron supporters, fighting freedom, democracy, and liberty. As always, big hearty thanks to commenting and liking my videos. Again, they help out immensely. Again, with the YouTube algorithms, when they comment to do that, because again, they always like to bury me. We got double scout Jeep start here with veteran crews here at Redxwings. Grenadiers, Kettenkrad here for MeteorHammer, both sort of looking to gain more map control in the early game, obviously. Redxwings in particular very aggressive here. Kettenkrad in the south being spotted by scouts, going here for the Kettenkrad. Grenadiers got halfway done. Trying to get that few point grab before the scouts moving in, but you cannot stop the Redxwings. You cannot stop the onslaught of democracy and freedom. Jeeps racing in here, and Redxwings here going for double Jeep start. Not something seen after, well, they nerfed rapid deployment, so you can't, like, you know, get out the Jeeps ultra fast after they had buffed rapid deployment to get them from very fast to ultra fast out, which allows you to get two Jeeps out in, like, I think less than a minute, if I remember correctly, which was certainly one of those very bizarre moments in Balam's history. So they fixed that, and of course, as soon as that happens, most players just drop the double Jeep start, because then you could, like, just get two Jeeps incredibly fast, at which point obviously it stops being fun for the average player. Redxwings, of course, is less concerned about such details, you know, if it can be abused or not. It's just more about, is it fun? Which of course is why Redxwings is real name. Anyway, same guys, we got Mechanized there for MeteorHammer as well. Jeeps as the Grenadiers here. Of course, double Jeep still has a lot of effectiveness, even if it's not just as super fast and thus nearly as aggressive. You can still, like, you know, pressure them a lot. You've basically still got two armed Kettenkrads that can self-repair, and they can trade effectively. In a sense, it's also a bit like with the Dingoes, so again, you get some light vehicles that can trade effectively with infantry, put pressure on your opponent. But again, these Dingoes can capture points, and they can repair themselves. They're also a lot more, you know, effective in a lot of other ways, and allowing Redxwings to have really strong early map control here. But again, not quite as fast, and obviously you do have some risks here. I mean, they are ultimately Jeeps, and unlike the British with the Dingoes, you can't withdraw and refit them. So once they're there, you're kind of stuck with them. You can't, like, suddenly turn into, like, free manpower some other way there. So there are definitely some large risks here as the USF compared to, you know, the British, which definitely is one of the reasons why they are, you know, not quite as common. Plus, of course, rifling just really good. Mechanized support's only for Redxwings. Clearly, it's got its plans out there. Jeep's busy up north. You can see map control is aggressively stacked against MeteorHammer at the moment. Third Panzergrenadier is shown here. I mean, 15th. But second Panzergrenadier Company definitely pressure across the map here. Just the Jeeps and the Scouts really just afford Redxwings immense capture power here. And the Grenadiers just can't, like, effectively fight any of the units on their own. We're also seeing here fast tech here from MeteorHammer. Two Pioneers, one Kettenkrad, two Grenadiers, and then Panzergrenadier Company. We also got the communication cables here, which in a sense will help offset some of the map control, because the Kettenkrad with the communication cables can grab points exceedingly fast. Like, it's kinda busted. Particularly once it gets some veterans going, it really gets nutty. And Redxwings here, speaking of nutty, goes for a third Jeep. Ladies and gentlemen, we're probably not at the dawn of a new meta game. Perhaps a new dawning of a new horror upon us, I don't know. But third Jeep here. We'll have to see what Redxwings does for that. It's definitely highly unexpected. Motor pool form is probably for Redxwings. Panzergrenadier Company almost done for MeteorHammer. Could go for some fast Panzergrenadiers, which will certainly put more pressure on the Scouts, the Engineers, and theoretically even the Jeeps here. He's pulling the Jeep back to the base. We got the motor pull up there. I do wonder if he's planning to use that then for support weapons. I mean, that would be highly rare to see as well, because they can lay down machine guns and mortars. Meaning you can sort of, like, you know, substitute to an extent of weapon support center by using a Jeep, and also save manpower by using munitions. So, yeah, we do get a third kill out for Redxwings. Again, Redxwings just constantly keeping up, you know, this very unusual strategy here in a lot of ways versus MeteorHammer, which certainly provides Redxwings with some tactical and strategic advantages, in part because his opponent has no real idea as what to expect unless he finds like a really, really good hard counter all this in one go. Redxwings can like just constantly just keep his opponent guessing, and that can leave MeteorHammer a lot less confident as to what to do next. That really gives him advantages here. Ow, mine went off to take out on the Jeeps. That's actually good there for MeteorHammer. That's actually pretty big. That almost like one of the Jeeps. It certainly highlights the power of the mines there. He lost the Pioneer Squad though. And certainly mines can be a counter to Jeeps if you can like get the Jeeps to drive over them. Which again, realistically speaking, it's not always going to be that easy. I mean, otherwise they wouldn't have to like nerf rapid deployment then. Otherwise, because otherwise the mines would be insufficient. And they just always aren't. Not always. So there we go. We got rapid deployment now, of course, or fast deploy with the Greyhound on the way there. Honestly, the build speed bonus variety is still actually bonkers, both for this and the Wehrmacht version there. I still think those ought to be 50%, 75% still just feels like someone just pushed the numbers way too hard for no good reason. Greyhound, they're out. Captain Kratos managed to actually 3. Grenadiers here, they're being pushed in a fight at exceedingly low health, which I think is a bad idea, and of course the Greyhound is going to make this even worse. Of course, MeteorHammer doesn't know about the Greyhound, but a Grenadier squad fireman with this low health, I would honestly retreat it, in part because you can heal it up and you save a lot of manpower that way. In this case, oh, and just that insult to injury here, MeteorHammer's not just going to lose the Grenadiers, he's going to lose his second Pioneer Squad, which again was just lost like a minute or so earlier. So this is like massive losses for MeteorHammer in the span of like a minute. Like he's just lost 3 squads. And all he's really gotten to show for is like one blown up Jeep, which admittedly isn't bad, but I don't think it quite compensates for the massive, staggering losses he just suffered himself. So this is really good for Redxwings, even with the loss of the Jeep, and less ideal here for MeteorHammer. Around here, the 3rd Armoured Division pushing southwards, Panzergrenadier pushing the Engineers. Baker Company there moving forwards. Then he's being spotted with the Greyhound. 37mm gun in the firing wake. And then he's getting off the Pantherfaust here, scoring a nice little hit here. We got raid package. I'd like to be an 8 here out for MeteorHammer to help push for map control, and of course just push back against Redxwings. Die Rote Wingen. We'll have to see. We got the Pack 40 out, the Panzerabwehrkanone 40. And there we go, we got the 8 out, the Sonderkraftfahrzeug 232. One of the early heavy armored car designs the German army had. And actually, a fun fact here about a lot of the early armored car designs of the German army, they're actually based off, more utilitarian designs. In this case, actually based off like a truck that just turned into a heavy armored car. Fun fact. Entertaining for Redxwings to help counter the 8. 30 cal scouts, you could be trampled away with the 8 there. Pack 40 turning in there. Turning its gun upon the Greyhound, scores a good hit here. Scouts forced off. 30 cal in trouble as well. He could actually like go in aggressively and I think clear out the 30 cal there before Redxwings had a chance to retreat it. German forces swing up the center there. Kernkrad again, ace them. Just notice that capture speed. Like it's straight. It's actually kind of nutty. Like it's definitely like, in the realm of kind of busted. But there you go, cleared out the 30 cal of the Arctad again, so just highlighting how powerful these things are. And there you go, he's trying to grab the 30 cal here with the Arctad in front of the Arctad here. Pack 40 nearby supporting him, got Entertaining done here, Greyhound firing one as well there. 30 cal does escape, Pack 40 scores another hit on the Greyhound, almost taking out their Redxwings, a heavy armoured car there. Close call. Another good shot, he's trying to get into the base and take out Redxwings' armoured car. Pretty risky here. As a side note, if one is asking, did the Americans ever try to develop a heavy armored car? They did. I believe it was called the Boarhound, but they ultimately just kind of scrapped it. As opposed also to the Staghound, which was more used by the British than the Americans. Well, they were just really happy with the Greyhound. Like they tried to develop other things, but then they just kind of went, yeah, the Greyhound's nice. We're just going to stick with it. It was just light enough, and its 30mm gun was just good for supporting infantry and doing other stuff like that. So it was just fairly popular in that way. After they need repairs. Of course, the Arctic itself would eventually be, superseded by the 234 heavy armored car. Of course, of which one of the models is known as the Puma, the one with the 50mm gun, but they actually had a variety of guns mounted, including the Stummel, but also a version with the Pack 40. That was the 243 I think it was 3 or maybe 4. Maybe 4. Can't quite remember. They actually had like those sort of packs mounted on them. So, little fun fact there. Ground then gaining the Grenadiers, pushing them back off the northern field point. We see though, MeteorHammer now has stabilized more versus Redxwings. Redxwings follow up with the Mortar. Can't drop one out here with the Jeep this time around because he's short on munitions. No, the Jeep is just sitting back at his base. That Jeep is just basically there to drop machine guns like a black market dealer. Psst, hey kid, want some free 30 cals? Some 30 cals first one's free. You know, that's basically how the American military-industrial complex works, basically, you know. First hit's free, and then, of course, the later ones cost you. Anyways, armored car, they're ripping into the 30 cal up north here by the northern fuel point. Redxwings striking both fuel points here in a daring maneuver that would never, ever get a Hollywood movie because it'd be too boring to, like, get anyone, like, you know, really important to, like, cast over. I know. Maybe Ben Affleck, I don't know. Anyways, in USF is the southern point here. Scouts sneaking forwards. After their veterans, one but heavily damaged. Fresh pioneers to replace them, at least the ones that got murdered earlier. Thumbs up. Greyhound catching the Panzergrenadier here. Good maneuvering here so far. Center, 30 cals, anti-tanks moving up. We got a second one way for Redxwings to deal with that Arctard and potential more out of MeteorHammer. Makes sense because a lot of Armored players, if they go for one Arctard, they will typically go for another one. Not all, but it is quite common in my experience.
That capture point is being lost.
Mortars for MeteorHammer. Honestly, I have to question that decision a bit, like, because the problem is, the American mortar just has one advantage over the German mortar that just kind of means, like, any prolonged engagement, the American mortar will always win, and that is the Veterans Who Won ability of the USF mortar. Because typically, like, a mortar can typically get away from barrage before it gets wiped in both cases, but with the airburst barrage, you can, like, just, effectively in several cases, just wipe the other mortar before there's a chance to get away. Like, that is a incredibly, absurdly powerful ability. It just means, like, if you're the Wehrmacht, I mean, you can go for a mortar, but, like, the engagement is just so lopsided once the USF mortar hits Veterans Who Won. Insanely so. It's basically like they gave, you know, that precision strike from the Soviets to the USF instead. And ironically, it was the Germans actually known for having, shall we say, airburst shells for their mortars. There's known the bouncing mortar bombs as well, as a fun fact. But yeah, in this case, it does push it away. He does get in, shall we say, a bit of the drop here, and Redxwings decides not to push his luck. But still, I think a Nebula, even trying to maybe for Vespa would make more sense for MeteorHammer than a mortar of his own. Because again, I'm not going to deny the German mortar is, like, you know, it's overall solid, but again, if you're trying to compete with the USF mortar, the Veterans Who Won airburst shell ability just completely just crushes the engagement, because your opponent basically just needs to be absolutely terrible at using that ability for you to, like, realistically stand a chance most of the time. Up north here, Panzergrenadier versus the Jeep here. We got Scout sneaking in. In the center, anti-tank guns, 30 cals creeping forwards here. Mortar needs to get out of there. Tank depot there on the way. Panzer Company, they're both pushing for armor. So of course, you can still go for mortar there. You definitely need to, like, not rely so much on bombardment. You need to rely more on smoke and then getting out there very fast. Like, you have to, like, put in a lot more effort with your mortar as the Wehrmacht. Or again, at some point, you're going to get airbursted. And even then, you might still get airbursted. Panzer pursuing the scouts. Almost got the wiped out. Would be good here, of course, for MeteorHammer if you can sort of clip Redxwings' wings a bit. Keep at it. We got more troops from north here. Noting no anti-tank weapons. They're all busy closer to the south. That said, we got 371 versus 317. MeteorHammer is basically bleeding out Redxwings. Panzergrenadiers flanking it, catching 30 cal. Anti-tank also exposed here for Redxwings. Sweeping in there, fields of Farsland. Got the German mortar deploying some fire there. Greyhound engaging, pushing back the Panzergrenadier. And of course, I'm not suggesting the German mortar should easily have access to airburst shells either. Like, maybe for a battle group, and even then, I might suggest, like, you know, somehow special, more expensive call-in mortar. Because again, easy access to, like, an ability like that, I think, is just... It really provides whoever has access to the airburst shells a humongous advantage. If you just know how to use it consistently. It really just, for example, makes support weapons very difficult to use. But anyways, He has managed to reach Redxwings 1, at which point again he gets access to the airburst shells, at which point again Redxwings suddenly gains a significant advantage tactically. Panzer's rushing 40th, 30 cal blasting away there. North side there, see American Jeep District striking in there. South side, Redxwings pushing with the fuel point again, looking to hit MeteorHammer's fuel supply. Mortar there forced with broad forward airburst. Good luck there for MeteorHammer.
We have the momentum to end this.
He's managed to take Redxwings out in terms of extra points. Very good there for MeteorHammer. Of course, not so ideal for Redxwings. And there we go. We got the M31 there, and we got War Machine. So, will Redxwings push for ECA at a discount? 7600 Shermans at a discount? I mean, those could be pretty darn cheap. That could be a really good deal there for Redxwings. Again, you know, the advantages of your local black market military industrial complex dealer. Psst, hey kid, want some cheap Shermans? I got a full truckload of them in the back of my truck. You can get them for cheap. Just don't ask where I got them from. Grenadiers pushing back the scouts in the south, pushing forwards in the center of the scouts will enter tank guns here. Arctard in intensity to repairs there. We got spotting scopes here, so not pushing immediately for Panthers there. We got the Sturmpanzer 4, obviously got as the anti-tank guns, and in theory the Mortar can catch it. So that would require Redxwings to be a bit asleep on the job there. Then he's going for Pantherfast and the Greyhound, very good there. Anti-tank is creeping about here for Mr. MeteorHammer. Some Starstorm would also be a good addition here for MeteorHammer, good versus the infantry, or whatever infantry-like units are, but certainly the support weapons could run into some issues with the Starstorm. And there, got airburst shells up north here. Again, doing massive amounts of damage. Almost wiping the Mortar there. Like, had Redxwings been a bit more lucky, or just MeteorHammer been like half a second slower, that Mortar would have been gone. And like, really powerful ability. Sturmpanzer ready. Got those EC8s lined up, plus of course Seek and Destroy. We got Mechanized Assault. We got the Starstorm Assault package. Interesting choice there. I'm saying I believe it is now like, you know, that or the Vesprit. I mean, Starstorm with the Assault Robs are pretty good, but considering the map where again artillery is really good, and considering this airburst shell mortar that he would really like, I imagine, to get rid of, I can't help but feel like a Vesprit would have been a much better choice here than the Assault Rifles. He's looking at his current approach. I mean, he was going to go for multiple Starstorm and get the Assault Rifles. I could see it work out as well, but so far, I'm not really seeing a lot of that, so it's a bit tougher to see. There we go, though. Jeep caught out by the Arctard. Definitely underestimating here at MeteorHammer. Redxwings overplays his hand, and his Jeep pays the ultimate price for democracy. It blows up. Got the Michael Bay treatment in there, the send-off. Scouts moving forwards. Got the Mortar. Greyhound moving in here. Tax repositioning. Of course, one is to clear with those airburst shells. And there we go. First Sherman hit out there. Of course, Brad Pitt leading the charge as always. Anti-tank taking a smashing hideous shot, bouncing off the 100mm thick frontal armor with the Sturmpanzer. And note slightly. Sloped. Got that Sherman going in for it. Pack 40s need to move in as well. Pantherfast maybe as well there. There we go. Sherman damaged. Brad Pitt's lunch ruined. Goddamn cracks. They ruined my organic salad with free-range chicken from the Himalayas. Mr. Pitt, I don't think they got free-range chickens in the Himalayas. What? You think they lie to me? Yeah. Vertical there pushed back by the Sturmpanzer 4. Packs hanging back there, definitely playing it very safe again. I think the airburst mortar is just causing MeteorHammer to get very cautious. And again, duel here again. Mortar's about to get wiped out courtesy of the airburst shell. So he might actually be able to take it up with the Sturmpanzer. Yes, he lost his Mortar, but he wiped Redxwings' Mortar as well with the Sturmpanzer. Sturmpanzer taking massive amounts of damage. Ken Crowd is for some reason moving up. Maybe to draw a fire from the Sturmpanzer, I don't know. Pack's moving up again here. Need to get the southern fuel back as well. Then, in fact, Redxwings could easily now risk outdoing here MeteorHammer on fuel. He's also floating a lot of manpower. I mean, Starstorm would be a good idea. Needlewaffe could be an option. There's a lot he could consider, but so far isn't. More Pioneers and Starstorm moves, definitely, I think, good things. There's a thumbs up.
Awaiting orders, Commandant. Pioneers, standing by.
Second Pioneer squad ready here for MeteorHammer, and the unit. There you go, moving in. The Panzergrenadiers could grab the mortar, and there you go. I mean, if you can get that to Veterans 1, that would obviously be very helpful for MeteorHammer, and would be obviously very bad for Redxwings, because again, those airburst shells are, as we've noted by now, very good.
Shock veterans have been relinquished to us.
Got the Starstorm out here. Meanwhile, northern assault here. Panzergrenadiers, Mortar heading for the northern points as well, threatening Redxwings' northern economic integrity. Using the center of the Achtrad, again using its Veterans 1 ability, which again boosts the rate of 5 nearby units. It's a really powerful ability, honestly. And I'm not entirely sure why an armoured car needs an ability that powerful. It seems a bit much. I'd honestly figured that'd be more something like a command tank should do, but I digress. Machine gun there versus the Starstorm, getting suppressed there narrowly. Of course, with 2 mortars about here, the Redxwings has gone for another one here, so we now got 3 mortars in the field, 2 of which are American, and 1 of those American mortars is in German service, just to make things extra fun and complicated. North side here, Redxwings liberates the north parts of the map here from German occupation, for now at least. In the south, you got the scouts sneaking in there as well. A lot of mortar fire there out of MeteorHammer's Granatenwerfers. Sturmpanzer on the move here towards the center. Redxwings might lose another mortar to the Sturmpanzer, which would be a bit amusing. Unless, of course, you are Redxwings, in which case, amused might not be the word you're looking for. North Grenadiers with advancing engineers, close again with their grease guns. Good shot there in the anti-tank guns. Heading for the southern field point there, or victory point, the Arctic, using that to grab points. Thumbs up there to MeteorHammer. Another Shermanese here for Redxwings. It's the reddest of things. Northern point besieged with the Grenadiers. We've got 269 and 248. Got that southern victory point. Almost got a triple cap on Redxwings again here. Sturmpanzer feet in need of repairs. Kettenkraut rushing ahead. And laying down mines with it. Thumbs up here. I mean, definitely not a bad idea to let down mines. It's only going to have the potential of slowing down any armoured assaults from Redxwings, in particular uses Seek and Destroy. Certainly mines in that sense are actually one of the better counters, because if the tank hits a mine, it's not going to be seeking out anything except a chance of escape. In the center, another engagement breaks out here. 30 cal being caught with the Sturmpanzer again. Of course, still got the mortars. Redxwings mortars they're trying to take out here. MeteorHammer's mortars, while MeteorHammer's mortars are busy with Redxwings' other weapons. 233 versus 248 here. Sturmpanzer advancing, but taking fire there. We need to withdraw that mortar before it loses it to Redxwings' mortar.
Enemy forces have captured.
Of course, also worth noting here, Redxwings is kind of making a mistake of believing his mortar this close to the anti-tank gun. Like, it just further incentivizes them to counter-bombard it. It just gives more value to MeteorHammer without any need for it. So, definitely not ideal. But there you go. Anti-tank swap with the stars from the Panzers. This is really good here for MeteorHammer. Painful for Redxwings. Could even flank the other anti-tank guns. But there you go. Good hits from the EC8 here. Damaging the Panzergrenadiers and the Starstorm quite immensely. Set. They're too heavily damaged. They need to withdraw. And so, he ultimately doesn't do much except just force Redxwings to have to spend a bit of manpower to recruit it. Maybe it denies him some experience. So much more mortar fire. And of course, he needs to be careful not to leave other things too close to his mortar as well, so they don't also get hit by Redxwings' mortar fire. That's generally always a good rule of thumb. If you have artillery, make sure you don't post stuff too close to the artillery in case your opponent decides to counter fire at it. Northeast scouts quickly dispatched. 30 cals basically there. Sturmpanzer hard at work. Scouts hitting a mine. And far south here, Panzergrenadier sees the southern victory point. Again, we got 190 versus 248 here. Sturmpanzer barging his way here through. I mean, interesting considering he's got 2 mortars, but we're not seeing any smoke screens, so it could be a great way to negate some of all the advantage Redxwings has with all these mortars. You also got the mortar there gaining Veterans 1. And crucially for Redxwings, that is, or for MeteorHammer, that is not the American mortar that he's got Veterans 1, that's the German one, so that kind of means he still doesn't have any airburst shells, and Redxwings again has it. Officers' quarters for the Panzer Company, there's Sherman strikes. Brad Pitt is on a rampage. He's here to avenge your salad. Brad Pitt stars in Fury 2. Lament of a Salad. Sturmpanzer going for the 30 cal there in the center. Center east. Smashing through there with precision German violence. There you go, entering fire there, slamming into the Sturmpanzer force frontal armor. Of course, at this point, he's at full pop cap, but he probably really wants a Panther to help contain these Easy 8s. Because while he definitely has the infantry advantage, the Easy 8s kind of negate that, and he can't really hit back at the infantry on the other hand. Oh, and there you go, Mortar wiped again. In fact, that was both Mortars wiped because they bunched up to close again. The airburst shells just gain immense value out of that. So, again, this one Mortar is just doing so much work for Redxwings here against MeteorHammer. Starstorm forcing off the scouts. Mortar reposition a bit. Pax, whoa, going way too far ahead here. Also noting, of course, Redxwings has managed to position 30 caliber at the northern victory point. Of course, he could sit down a fighting position instead. Would free up the machine gun for work elsewhere. Kenkrat nearly avoids being destroyed here. Both mortars recruit here now. Got mechanized assault here. Mortars will have to do what they do instead of, I assume, just being cleared out by airburst shells again. And there you go. Redxwings dragging south to see with the EC8 here. Striking at the Panzergrenadier on their own. They are pretty much forced to withdraw in the center. Sturmpanzer trouble here. Trying to take out the machine gun there. Sturmpanzer's heavily damaged. Mechanized assault kind of giving it a bit of extra health there. But ultimately, it's not enough to stop Brad Pitt seeking vengeance for Salad. Machine gun bits of the Pack 40, Panzergrenadiers, Grenadiers, and Pioneers all on the move here. Big push, but straight to 30 cal, and there you go. Airburst shells again. It's clearing out here. MeteorHammer stuff. Now he has to retreat through the barrage, potentially suffering massive losses if he's not careful. Or just unlucky. Another Sturmpanzer for MeteorHammer, which is definitely a bit of an odd choice, considering, you know, his opponent has 2 Shermans here, so his Pack 40s are definitely trying to catch up with him. And of course, there's at this point also just the threat of, you know, the airburst shells, which just, you know, make the Pack 40s look a little less desirable. In fact, he's had 3 packs that one's going to get destroyed now.
We have lost control of a victory
I think he went a bit too hard in the tanks, admittedly so has Redxwings, but at least Redxwings has tanks, and MeteorHammer at this point doesn't have any. Of course, still goes to the Sturmpanzer, doesn't cancel it for, say, a Panther. Starstorm going there with a Stoss Assault. Braving the American bullets and insults.
The ability is ready.
Almost got that 30 cal Sturmpanzer rolling ahead. Up north here we got Panzer goes to the 30 cal there. Germans, anti-tanks moving in there.
Bastards have secured our territory.
Sherman striking, Starstorm almost like, but they do narrowly survive it. Up north here, Panzer being held up at 30 cal. The lack of support, they didn't do too much. And there he goes for the call inversion, interestingly enough. Not that I think it makes too much of a difference as the Wehrmacht. It's basically a matter of timing, because they cost, both versions cost the same as for the Sherman EC8. Again, you get War Machine, you get Veteran Crews, and you get Fast Deploy. So going for the buildable version is like just so much better, because again, it's not just about timing, it's just you gain so much value from the rest of the battle group, whereas again, you just don't have that same value being generated by the mechanized battle group. And obviously, I'm not saying they should be able to like get out the Panther like a massive discount. That would be broken, but at the same time, at this stage, it's almost like just makes the choice between these two seem very minimal compared to here. That I think is sort of more my point. It's not so much about just getting out a super cheap Panther. It's more about, you know, well, just like the variance and like just how much value getting out of the two choices. It's like just day and night almost, I'd say. EC push up the south here, gonna try and flank in here, I think. Anton's then engaging the Sturmpanzer, shots slamming into it, got Shermans that drumming about. Grenadiers left to get murdered by that, not ideal here for MeteorHammer. Ideal for Redxwings. Fixing up the EC8 there. 30 cal busy. Sherman EC8 withdrawing, pulling back the Sturmpanzer. Awesome rider. Get a mortar fire there again. Honestly, look, considering how close it always is to like full pop cap, I honestly recommend just the officers' quarters for like, you know, the infantry company. I mean, at least help one of his mortars get to veterans who won and some other stuff there. So I mean, there'd be some value out of that. There you go, pushing south with the Panzergrenadiers and the Pioneers here. Definitely a bit of a mistake of a oh, he managed to bait them into mine there. That's obviously good for Redxwings. Thumbs up. North side Sturm Panzers rolling in here. Sturm Panzer those going in unsupported. That is, I feel like, a significant blunder here by MeteorHammer. I mean, he's got nothing to support that. Like, he just leaves it open here to that Sherman. He's hunting it down. That feels like a complete slip of the logic there by MeteorHammer. In the south, meanwhile, second easy moving up here, catching the Pioneers. Sturm Panzer trying to go easy, just keeps trying over there. Got pack forwards in the scene, and there go. Moving in the arc guard here with this veteran's run ability activated to boost the rate of fire. That could definitely do some work here. Second easy moving, we got Seeker Destroyer now for Redxwings. He's really trying to deliver a crushing blow here to MeteorHammer, but he might actually lose that Sherman Easy-8 here. Pioneers wiped out. Again, Sherman Easy-8 dashing in between the lines, and Mortar's in trouble again. Pack 40's firing away. They got the Easy-8 here. Great for MeteorHammer. Removes one of the biggest threats here to the field. Sturm Panzer getting hammered from all sides here. Panthers arrived. Smoke deployed there. An attempt to get them out of the easy. Keeps it up. Pack 40 is moving in. Panther on the move there. The Panzerkampfwagen 5. Sent by the 26th Panzerdivision. Redxwings turning to Hellcats en masse. Sturm Panzer down. Easy-8's about to get knocked out here. Mortars wiped out. Starstorm and busy. Anti-tanks in trouble there. Second Easy-8 down within the confines of MeteorHammer's base. Anti's in trouble there. We got 30 cals flying away there. Could use Star's Assault, and he does. Absolute hectic engagement now. Blend Cub on the 30 cal. Anti-tank's about to get wiped out. He crews another one. Destroys them. Redxwings is losing all of his anti-tankers now, I think he. To MeteorHammer on top of these hits. That's actually a more significant swing in favor of MeteorHammer, though. It's not all smooth sailing, are there? Redxwings with 2 Hellcats cancel the third one. Perhaps he's planning another Sherman, though, of course. What type of Sherman is the question. I would guess 105 Sherman as they're typically paired with the Hellcats. Now we got the Panther, the Panzerkampfwagen 5. Victory points wise, Redxwings is taking the lead once more here, 138 versus 107. Wow, we actually got rearm and retrofit. I don't think I've seen that one used at all after they, you know, made some changes to the mechanized supports and abilities there. That is quite interesting there. Can't remember at all what it does. I think it gives the usual abilities like some of the other previous upgrades out there, but also I think it gives smoke. It just like put those two abilities together. By the way, almost done with that one. Another interesting almost done as well here. Map control wise, we see he's trying to get back on the field here. Starstorm going for the southern victory point. 30 cals contesting the center victory point. We got the packs moving up. North here, airburst shelter again here from a Redxwings Mortar. Now I bet you 2. Kencrat acting as spotter. Scouts moving south to here. Apparently going to try and stop the Starstorm and saying that in Scouts to stop Starstorm, you might as well just send in a UN binding resolution. It's about as effective. It is about as effective. Up north there, point secured. 136.93. Kencrat finally expires having survived quite a lot of other things though. That was a really good Kencrat there for MeteorHammer. Mortar's in trouble again. Other Mortar got cleared again. And once more, we see a Sturm Panzer 4 out here for MeteorHammer. Instead of saying more Panthers, maybe count all of these Hellcats and the Sherman out in the field. Of course, he's got triple anti-tank guns, but still, the airburst Mortar feel like at this point we've sort of shown might not be as effective. They may not be as effective because of that. Showing the heavy hits here from the anti-tankers. Could take it out here. Panther moving in. Got the M1 there scoring a hit on the Panther. Hellcats on the move. 118 versus 93 here. Now they're entertaining for the Redwings. The reddest of things, yeah?
Enemy forces have captured a victory point.
Panzergrenadier, reinforced and ready.
Second anti-tank almost done. Starstorm mortars being sent towards the victory point. I feel like that's a bit of a slip there with the enemy mortar about.
Now get back in the fight.
30 culling for the southern victory point here. We got 113 versus 89.
Grenadiers under fire.
In the center there, things are getting very uncomfortable here for MeteorHammer. His troops are being shredded by 30 cals in the south here. 30 cals busy with the southern victory point. Starstorm and Visigram on other points. They're not helping either here or there. I feel like this is a bit of a mistake there on MeteorHammer. That's something a Pioneer squad should be doing, not a Starstorm squad. Mortars wiped again. In fact, once more, Redwings Mortar scores a double wipe on the mortars with its airburst shells. And that ability is ridiculously powerful.
Mortar position lost.
And I'm surprised USF Tier 1 Mortar has access to such a powerful ability.
We have 75 points remaining.
That's mortar fire.
That is an incredible power level. And it's wrecking the 30 cal in the south. Hellcat swinging in there. Popping shock assault here. Sherman from the north side. Hellcats going to the north. You're going to see a pinch attack in Redwings again this time, though with a bit more oomph and a bit better coordination than the last one. Hellcats going in here. Yep, Seeking Destroy activated. Sherman attack from the other side here. It's a big engagement. Starstorm in the center of trouble here. 113 versus 52. Sherman's blasting away targets. Hellcat channeling the Panther. Sherman's there fighting the high explosive shells here at the anti-tankers. Panther knocks it out, but still the incendiary fires of the Sherman is burning through the pack crews in a matter of seconds. Hellcat explodes. The other one gets away.
One of our anti-tank
Utter chaos
guns has been
here.
silenced.
Mortar crewed for who knows what time. While MeteorHammer's increasingly stressed out grenadiers.
Keep calm, pioneers.
May want to spread them out. There's definitely something he needs to do to like spread out those mortars, because otherwise Redwings airburst shell is going to be able to generate immense value over and over again. As we can see here, happen again. They almost wiped both mortars again. It became so much easier because again they just bunched up right next to each other. The only way that could have been made more clear is again if they both had gotten wiped on that point. Again.
One of our mortars has been destroyed.
Bet you see there on Redwings Mortar up north here. Panzer's catching the knees here. Sherman seeing northwards there. Hellcat firing away there. Panzer's closing on the knees here. Southward charge here. Oh, the MeteorHammer's not paying attention, and somehow one man survives against all odds. It seems like, yeah, that's about to change. Panzer's going southwards, but there's a machine gun covering up in the center. There's a desperate fight here for survival for MeteorHammer, but it's not looking great for him. Losing a Panzergrenadier squad at this point in the match is really difficult to overcome. It's not exactly an infinite loss you can afford. Panzer in the south here needs support, or they're going to get pinned down. We got 113 versus 15. Yep, they're pinned down by the southern point. They didn't get to neutral. Starstorm, they take hits from the 105 Sherman. We got smoke being deployed there. Thumbs up to MeteorHammer. It's actually, oh, Redwings, I mean. Redwings has been begging fairly good use of smoke, whereas MeteorHammer's kind of been like more reactive, but certainly lacking a bit of planning hit there. In the south, Stump, Panzer's moving in to support him, but it might be too late. Because the Panzer's now taking extra damage because if the unit's been pinned for a certain amount of time, like initially they actually take less damage as they get suppressed, but after a certain amount of time, the bonus actually vanishes, so they actually become easier to hit. That's basically what happened there. Out here, got 2 points left at this point. That is GG here for MeteorHammer, a victory for Redwings, an absolutely intense and incredible match with some great plays on both sides, but again, against the USF Mortar, it just, like, you know, it's just, I mean, things just rather get skewed because, again, the mortar with its airburst shells can just do so much damage. It's kind of the problem there. It's like easily, like, you know, in terms of, like, you know, squishy stuff, the most effective in there are Redwings. And he just, like, you really all need to, like, just hard counter it somehow, or you need to, like, just almost clear it. And in this case, he ended up really not doing either of the two there. So in that case, you're probably better off with a Vesper or Nebelwerfer rather than, you know, going for more to try and counter this one, because otherwise, again, like, it's just, like, it's not even completely within, like, the same ballpark. I think that was one of the mistakes he made. There's also some unit composition issues he had there versus Redwings, which of course further favored Redwings, and at times tactically he was also a bit behind those Redwings, of course, quite able to consistently pull off pincer attacks. MeteorHammer just didn't have anything on the same level. So, you know, really well played the Redwings. This is Imperial signing off, and see you all tomorrow for the last episode. Bye everyone.